Hey there, I'm Ricky Dockings, here with another episode of How to Use Logic Pro X and Other DAWs Properly. In this week's episode, we'll explore EQ, also known as equalization. Like the topics in the previous videos, reverb and introduction, EQ is a critical tool of music production, and I think it's safe to say that many of today's top producers use it on a lot of their tracks. No discussion of EQ would be complete without mentioning outboard gear. Outboard gear includes music machines that exist outside of the recording computer, hence out from the motherboard. My dad owns and operates this amazing studio with a bunch of outboard gear, but as he's often told me, and I'm sure you've experienced this if you've worked in the music industry, only the certified studio owner is allowed to touch the outboard gear because of insurance stuff, right? Even though I don't have any hands-on experience with outboard gear, and I should mention now that most outboard gear machines are for EQ, I did see a lot of them, and that informs my knowledge when using digital or onboard gear or EQ. So the goal of EQ is to balance three aspects of a sound: the highs, the lows, and the mids. Ideally, we want all three of these elements to be at about the same volume, but often in less than ideal recording environments, or when using out-of-tune analog instruments or cheaper microphones, we get an imbalance. EQ is here to sort that out. I'll illustrate this function of EQ using this bit of classical music. I've set up the same piano sound on two channels. On the first, with the EQ disactivated, you'll hear and see an imbalance in the sound. On the second track, I've set the EQ to compensate for the lacking or overpowering frequencies in the raw sound, and right away we get a richer, more balanced tone. It's not always possible to get a fully equal EQ, at least not without outboard gear, but that stuff is really expensive and mostly unnecessary for most music producers. You see how even in Logic Pro X, I can't really manage to get the highest and lowest frequencies to show up on this EQ, but considering that it comes free with the DAW, I think it's fair. I encourage you to try your EQs and really just trust your ears, but also trust the graphical representation, and always remember that the E in EQ stands for equality. Comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my Bandcamp that features music from this and other episodes. Stay tuned. In episode 4, we'll talk about MIDI.